Hey mates, I'm here at Chapel Off Chapel to see Titanic, which is on until July 24. Titanic the musical explores the heartbreaking real stories of the people on board the ill-fated ship. Hey guys, I'm here with Joel and Matilda from Titanic. They're about halfway through this season, so I've got a few questions for them. First of all, Joel, you seem to do a lot of dramatic shows. Is there a reason for that, or is it like your forte, or do you want to do a comedy?
Do you know what? The last two shows I've done have been dramatic shows, but I feel like the characters I've played have been the comic relief.
Right.
Which stresses me out because when I'm way too analytical, I think, to do comedy.
Okay.
So when people tell me like, oh, you're like the comedy character, I'm like, no. I don't want to know that. I think I do enjoy drama. But yeah, I think it's just kind of a coincidence, really. I'm just kind of do whatever I'm cast in. Yeah, but I think it's they've kind of been great stories to tell, and they just happen to be dramatic. And I think what I've enjoyed about this one especially is that you get to move people. It is so dramatic, but we really make an effect on the audience, and you can kind of sense it, and it's been so rewarding to do and tell that story. Yeah, but I think I love doing both, but yeah, it's just kind of whatever someone puts me in.
Hey guys, I'm here with Rose and Alex, also in Titanic, obviously. Now I have a few questions for them. Guys, what is it like doing a show where you know so many people very well already going into it?
I reckon it's really great.
I think it's great.
Yeah,
it's
especially
so much fun.
being the first show out of uni. It's just so nice to have that little support network. But everyone else has been so great as well. I've made so many new friends, but it's been really nice to just have those kind of people to sort of fall back on. And
It's like not as daunting in
No.
a way. Like
So there's that safety net.
yeah. So you actually know some
Yeah.
people before you go in.
But I didn't want to come in and be like, I'm only gonna hang out with people. Like I was like, have these
Yeah.
friends,
Yeah,
make
yeah.
more.
Yeah. It's been great though. Yeah.
Does it help? I'm sure you guys have a few. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure you guys have a few scenes where you play off each other. And
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
We always end up being husband and wife. So
Yeah. Every show.
every show.
So you know how to do that almost instinctively by now.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
have to
Yeah.
work it.
Yeah. No, it's just, I don't know. It's just so funny. Like when we get partnered, like outside of uni, it's just like
it's like little looks.
yeah.
Matilda, you've done a show in Sydney this year already, and this is your first one in Melbourne. Is there a big difference between doing a show in Sydney and a show in Melbourne? Do you have a favourite city for doing a show
I
in?
think it's too hard to compare, mainly because the shows were so different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's nice that both places are sort of feel like home to me. Both cities are very livable, and there's a big industry in both. It's just you sort of just bump into different people at each one, but that's the only big difference, really. It's the same mentality and the same sort of teams and everything.
And both cities seem to be so equal in their strength with independent theatre at the moment, which is so good.
Yeah, they're
great
both
to
thriving,
see
which
it.
is
Yeah,
exciting.
it's kind of you can kind of go between both of them because there's so much.
And it's nice. So it's such a good training ground for
Yeah,
actors.
yeah, and it's you have so much creative freedom, and it's really rewarding, and you get to kind of tell stories that may not necessarily be told otherwise.
Yeah, because a lot of these shows aren't things that can be picked up by big commercial, big
They're
scale
not going to do a
musicals.
huge run, are they?
Yeah. So doing it in a small run where you still get to, lots of people still get to come and see it and see the stories, it's pretty cool.
Great. Hey guys, I'm here with Adam and Sam, who are also in Titanic. I have a few questions for them. Now guys, you both have done very dance-heavy shows earlier in the year, and this one is very singing based. How does doing a very high dance show compare to doing a very intense singing show?
You don't have to stretch your legs as much. I don't need to be in the splits, but you still want to be physically really warm anyway.
Yeah.
When you do any show, because it just kind of makes you feel more embodied for your character. I'll probably do the same kind of warm up anyway. Probably not as much like get your heart rate going, this kind of stuff.
Not
But
as much cardio.
yeah, but you still kind of want to get your body warm.
Yeah, similar kind of warm up, just more focused on the voice rather than like ankles and
Yeah.
knees
Warm
and-
them
yeah.
ankles.
Oh yeah, get those ankles warm.
Yeah.
And so in terms of the acting through the song and acting through dance, do you have a preference, or do you?
It's one of the same, really.
Yeah.
I feel I think when you're dancing, it's put in. Most of the time in shows, it's put into different contexts. So it might be a bit more performative for either an audience that's on the stage or or the audience that you're performing to. You know, I'm not really doing Cassie's number from a chorus line where I'm expressing myself in the only way possible. Most of the time when you do a dance, it's kind of in scene, so you don't have to really act too much in it. You're more just doing it for that joy of it. Yeah.
Yeah. For you. I agree completely with what he said.
100%. 100%. Every single word that I said would have come out of Adam's mouth.
Absolutely. Well, that's great.
Mine's not really behind the scenes, but I met someone after the show a few nights ago, and he didn't realise that I was in the show. Like, he just forgot. And he said, did you enjoy the show? And I was like, yeah, loved it. Nah. No, it was fun. It was so funny. Then I just told him, and it was hilarious.
Great. How about you?
Mine has to be when I used to dance with Sam at the start of one of the little scenes, but James, the director, wanted to change it up a bit, so he's like,
That was
okay.
funny behind the scenes right there. We just missed it. That was your trip. Can I get a postcard from your trip next time? Thanks. Sorry, go on, Rose.
Anyway, I switched dance partners,
Yep.
and nobody remembered to tell Sam.
Oh no.
So we get up onto the stage and start dancing, and he's like, "What the hell, guys?" Like, throws to the stage. Came off stage and got a whack. I was like, "What? It was my fault."
What else has happened? I feel like there's other stuff as well.
Adam DiMartino is just one of my favourite people in the world. He has a song called "Doing the Latest Rag," where the writers of Titanic decided to throw in a dance number.
Because you need a
Otherwise,
happy song.
there's a lot of ballads. And Adam, the line's supposed to go,
Isn't it a lovely day? Yes.
and it's kind of his first line, and he kind of got up there and just did the, you know, when your mind goes completely blank and you just do that, and your mouth keeps moving, but there's nothing happening. And he ended up singing "Welcome to Your Darkest Days."
Yes, which is appropriate for
Yeah,
the show, but we didn't want to
It was
give that
supposed to
away.
be like one of the happier
foreshadowing.
moments, and yeah.
Oh,
So,
wow.
but just and because it was Adam, it was just.
He went a bit of a prophecy there, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Well,
Unintentional prophecy, but
yeah, the fortune teller ragmaster.
Oh, Adam.
Oh yes, we heard
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
We heard about
last
that
night.
one, the foreshadowing.
The foreshadowing,
Welcome
the
to your
prophecy.
darkest
Also, when
days.
Matilda knocked the bell, that was
That was a
probably
pretty
one of
good
the
one.
funniest things I've ever seen.
Just knocks over the
Because I thought it was going to roll, like keep rolling, because of the break.
Right, right.
I was like, oh, shit, it's just going to fall.
But,
Like,
yes.
onto the audience. But
Oh,
it didn't.
no.
Thank God.
Well, that's a lucky break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Had to keep a straight face though.
Oh,
Oh,
it
and
wasn't
also-
during a serious moment, was it?
Yeah,
It was
like
during the
right at
opening, and we
start.
sit across from each other, and I made the
Yeah.
mistake of looking at Harley directly opposite me, and just
Oh,
saw him kind of go. I was like,
Another thing is when the other night when Barry was at the back and he just sneezed so loud, it was just hilarious. I couldn't
Barry's
stop
so
laughing.
fun.
It was
I love
so
Barry.
funny.
Great, you guys are full of stories. I love it.
Yeah.
2 nights ago, while I was on stage in the second act, someone swapped me and Barry's stuff, like on our what's it called?
Dressing room tables.
Dressing room tables.
Oh, no.
Completely. And we still don't know who it is.
So there's a phantom swapper out
Phantom
there.
swapper.
The Phantom Swapper.
Messing with our stuff.
Yeah.
How are you?
The Phantom Swapper might strike again. Who knows?
Oh, really?
That's a bit
Inside
ominous.
information.
Yeah, well, you know, I know my way around.
This would make a better movie than The Phantom Menace.
It would. It really would. That was a terrible movie.
Guys, Joel and Matilda, they're fantastic. I haven't seen the show yet, but I'm just predicting it. I'm doing it out and prophesizing that it's going to be great. Thanks so much for coming on the show, guys.
Thank you.
Rose and Alex, guys, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for
And shook us for tonight.
Yay, thank you.
Adam and Sam, thanks so much for coming on, guys.
Thanks, man.
And
Thanks for
shook
chatting
us
to us.
tonight.
Thank you
Can't
very
wait to
much.
see it.